Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. I am Nurhani Armizanuddin, a first year student from 401. Today, I will continue the report of Pili. Pili already discussed the definition of code switching. Today, I'm going to share some insight and information about who uses code switching. So, who uses code switching? Bilingual and monolingual often use code switching as a communicative option when expressing intelligible ideas in the target languages become a hindrance. At the previous lesson, we already tackled that a bilingual person is someone who can communicate fluently in two languages. This means they can understand, speak, read, or write in both languages with a high or degree of proficiency. Bilingual individuals may first grow up speaking two languages from birth or acquire them through early childhood exposure. Second, learned a second language through formal education, self study, or immersion in a bilingual community. Third, use both languages regularly in their daily life, often switching between them depending on the context. On the other hand, a monolingual person is someone who speaks only one language as their native language. They may not know any other languages or have limited knowledge of a second language. A monolingual individuals also may grow up speaking only one language from birth. A monolingual person acquire only one language through formal education or informal exposure. A monolingual person not have any significant exposure to or proficiency in another language. So, this not only apply to others but also to local dialects. However, some speakers intentionally use code switching to make the conversation intelligible to a group that use the same language. Sometimes, language users switch within a single language by mixing their dialects. Generally, code switching is a common phenomenon in linguistics where a speaker alternates between two or more languages or languages varieties. The reason for code switching are diverse, and it's not limited to just bilingual individuals. The other purpose of code switching are first, to convey a particular attitude or emotion. Using a dialect or language variety can express a specific tone or sentiment. Another one, to create a sense of group identity. Using a particular dialect or language variety can signal affiliation with a specific community or a group. Third, to negotiate power dynamics. So, code switching can be used to assert authority, challenge, and build rapport. On the other hand, code switching can occur when speakers interact with others who speak different dialects or varieties of the same language. For instance, in a region where multiple dialects of a language are spoken, speakers might switch between dialects to communicate effectively with others who speak different dialects. Code switching can also occur when speakers of different language come into contact with each other and use elements from each other's language in their speech. In summary, code switching is a common linguistic phenomenon that serves various purposes, which include pragmatic functions, language contact, and dialect mixing or register shifting. It's not limited to bilingual individuals and can occur in monolingual individuals who use different dialects or regional varieties of the same language. In today's globalized world, the lines between bilingual and monolingual can blur. Why? Because many people may have some knowledge of multiple languages, even if they are not fluent or don't identify as bilingual. To understand clearly the code switching, here are some example sentences where we can identify that the code switching are being applied. For instance, kita tayo sa fourth floor ng mall. Maghanap ako ng toys. Second, naka-on yung lights ng motor mo. Please off mo na yan. Third, sabi niya, hindi na siya makakalimot sa akin. Pero after 2 weeks of being malayo sa isa't isa, naiba na siya. Last, buy tayo ng food sa labas after ko nitong gawin. So you can notice in the given examples that the speaker used two language. We have the Filipino and English language. For instance, in the number 1 example, kita tayo sa are the Tagalog and the fourth floor and mall and the toys are the English words. Lights, motor, please off in the second sentence are the English words while the rest are the Filipino. Just like in the example number 3, after 2 weeks off are the English words and the rest are the Filipino language. And the last, buy foods are the English language while the rest like sa labas ko nitong gawin are the Filipino language. I will end this presentation by sharing some quotations. Language is the roadmap of a culture. It tells you where its people came from and where they are going. To have another language is to possess a second soul.